what's up everybody, and welcome back to At This Moment. I hope you enjoyed the last video. Make sure you check that out if you haven't seen it yet. And stay tuned for even more content to come. Please remember, let's get those subscribers up. I've got that great giveaway going on. Those Beats by Dre earbuds. Absolutely free to the winner. No strings attached. Just really trying to get this channel rolling, trying to get my voice out there. Just trying to really help people and to help people understand that no matter at what age you get, you could always make a great change for yourself. And my great change is my weight loss journey. And I have to say, with the love and support of everybody, that it's been going really, really good. As you can see in that last video, I lost some more weight. So let's get into the topic today. Today is a pretty good topic for me because I live a very busy life. I work a 8 to 5 job. I work in the IT industry, which happens to be in healthcare. That could get pretty stressful. My daughter is super busy with sports. My wife works all the time. So, there's sometimes that we're just not home. And there's sometimes we have to eat while we're out on the road. And so today's topic is really, I want to touch on how you can stay on a diet when you have to eat out. Because sometimes you just don't have a choice. So one of the big things that we do when we are really busy is my wife is really good at packing, little snacks, maybe even lunch, just depending on what we're doing that day. And, the snacks for me can either be like beef jerky, some dried fruit and nuts, string cheeses, yogurt. I always have my big bottle of water. I've upgraded to even a bigger bottle. Got this big bad boy. Picked that up at Marshall's for $25, something like that. But the main thing is thinking ahead about the day and how busy you're going to be. It also can be a good tip to help you save some money. That way you're not, pulling into a gas station, buying a whole bunch of junk food, or having to pull through every fast food restaurant that you see on the way. So like I said, my wife packs a lot of good stuff. She'll make me these little meat rolls that might be some roast beef with some cheese and some lettuce and some avocado oil mayonnaise. Just a little bit just to give it some little flavor, just so it doesn't taste so plain Jane. But in the end, packing for the day really, really helps. It helps my daughter, when she gets those hungers. Like, let's say if we're out shopping for school clothes or when we were car shopping, the kids, they're going to get hungry along the way, and it's not fair for them to sit around also and just be hungry when you got things to do that you have to do as an adult. So like I said, throw some cuties into a lunchbox, cheese, meats, veggies, just anything to help you stay full, and always stay on that water to, help you stay full as well. Of course, you can pack some other waters, like maybe a nice little sparkling water just for a little change. But all in all, just when you plan for the day, all that comes together and really helps. So really, I wanted to buckle down on some tips on how to, stay on a diet while you are out and about for the day. So one thing you can do is read the menu before you get to the restaurant if you have to eat out. And let's say you're just tired of those snacks. So if you're going to a restaurant that you're familiar with, you can kind of already determine, okay, I'll get this, this, and this, and I'll substitute the potatoes for another veggie, or see if they have seasonal fruit. Or what I like to do is I'll get a veggie and I'll just ask, hey, instead of the potatoes, can I have a small dinner salad? And I usually get the salad dressing on the side just so I don't use too much, because I'm a ranch guy and ranch isn't always the healthiest, but hey, that's just what it is. Sometimes you just want some good tasting ranch because there's some restaurants out there that have some good ranch. And, another good thing is, like I said, eat those snacks during the day, or if you're going out to really enjoy a good dinner with friends and family, and let's say it's been a while that you haven't eaten, eat a little snack on the way or right before you leave the house. Just put something in your stomach. That way, when you're ordering off the menu, you don't order too much and you're not so hungry. You're like, oh, I need. Just eat a small protein bar or maybe some yogurt, just anything in high protein to already make you feel somewhat full, but not so full that you can't enjoy the dinner. And I've done that before, before going into a place. I'll eat a protein bar maybe about a half hour, 45 minutes ahead. And that also helps you keep your portion smaller because you don't go too crazy. So that's a good tip that I think is really good. Drink water before or during your meal. A big thing that I always try to do before breakfast in the morning is because I take vitamins anyways. So I take an 8-ounce glass of water and I just chug it. And without even knowing it, I've already put something into my stomach. That way, when it comes to the meal, don't need to eat that much because there's already something in my tummy. And if I know if I eat too much, I'm just not going to feel good afterwards. So, and also drink a lot of water, or maybe your choice of iced tea, or maybe a diet soda. Just it's not always fun to fill up on the drinks, but when you're dieting, it's beneficial to fill up on your tea. I drink mine sugar free, some water, or the occasional diet soda. If you have a whole glass of iced tea or a whole glass and a half even before the meal gets there, you're going to help cut down on your portion and how much you intake. Check food for how it's cooked or prepared. The way the food's cooked could have a big impact if you're a calorie counter. I'm more of a protein carb counter. But, if it's fried, you can ask it to be grilled. Like, a lot of the fast food restaurants, they have a lot of good looking tasting salads, at least these days. But the main question I always ask them is, can I get that in grilled chicken instead of the fried chicken? And of course, it's no big deal to substitute that. And just make sure it's not like heavily in a gravy, or if it is, maybe ask for that gravy to be put on the side, or if it's heavily prepared in some type of sauce and you still want that sauce, which is fine, but just make sure you ask for any sauces or gravies on the side. And like I said, watch out if it's pan fried or even breaded all together to begin with, and pretty much any restaurant should be more than happy to substitute that for you with a grilled piece of meat. Try eating your meal mindfully. Mindfully means cautious choices about what you consume, giving your full attention to your eating process. So one big thing I have an issue with is I eat way too fast. And I know I've developed that from a young age. My mom has always tried to tell me, when I was younger, just slow down, Chris, slow down. You don't need to eat so fast. But unfortunately, I always used to eat fast because I was the type that wanted to finish just to be able to get more. So was I really enjoying the meal? Probably not as much as I should. But I just wanted to get on to that next serving because I knew I wanted to eat more. So, and also when you eat mindfully and you maybe slow down, just really think about your end game. Like I've mentioned before, if that burger is something that you really want, have the burger. Don't deprive yourself of everything, but think about it. Don't get the French fries. Ask for seasonal fruit. Ask for a side salad. It's the weight loss thing is a whole mental thing. And it's a mental thing that can be pretty rough, especially if you're in high stressful situations or if food has just always been something that you rely on. And I'm glad I don't think I rely on food as much as I did before. I really don't. What I rely on is having a conversation with you, my viewers, and just the positive feedback that I get, even just at work. Even my daughter's, one of the coaches was like, hey, dude, I've seen a mass improvement. Whatever you're doing, keep doing. It's looking great. So all that positive feedback has helped me not really rely on food anymore. Another good tip while you're trying to diet eating out is order your meal before everybody. Stick with your first decision. Don't let other people's decisions alter what you want to eat or what you need to eat to accomplish what you're doing. And that way, if you don't hear, like, let's say you order a nice grilled chicken platter with some veggies and a salad, or veggies and fruit or something, and let's say one of your counterparts, they order, some deep fried chicken, or like fish and chips, because, fish and chips is one of my favorite. Nothing better than some freshly battered fish with some French fries. But anyways, things like that can help because you're already set. Yeah, you could probably change it, but it's more of a hassle for the waiter or waitress at that time to go through and change your whole order. You might as well just stick with your first choice. That way you know you made the right choice that's for you, not everybody else. Sometimes another little tidbit, you could order maybe 2 appetizers instead of a whole meal. That way you're just getting maybe two smaller portions of something. Let's say you get some chicken, like some buffalo hot wings, and then a side salad or something like that. That way you're just consuming small portions, because I mean usually the order of chicken wings is like 6, maybe 8 at the most. And really the amount of food that's on those little chicken wing bones is not a lot. So if you think about it, if you order 2 appetizers instead of one heaping plate of something, it's going to help you stay in that general vicinity, because that's all you got to eat. It's all about tricking the mind. You're eating a meal still. You have a protein and you have a salad that might have some cucumbers and tomatoes in it with veggies, and before you know it, you've eaten a whole meal. Slow down and chew thoroughly. Now, I just touched on this a little bit, but also, slowing down and chewing your food and breaking it all the way down really gives your mind and your body to understand that it has food in it. So, just slow it down a little bit. And also, when you chew thoroughly, you really start to realize that maybe you haven't been enjoying food as much as you thought you have, just because somebody like me just scarfed it all down, swallow, move on to the next one. So, I've noticed that when I take my time, because my wife has done a wonderful job of just serving really small portions. And so I've noticed, unfortunately, how hungry I might be that day and time, or how good something tastes. I really try to just take a bite, chew, maybe have a conversation with my daughter and my wife at the same time, talk a little bit about the day, and then pick up my fork and continue to eat. Another good thing, of course, it's not the best day, because everybody loves the desserts. Trust me, I love brownies, cookies, all that stuff. But sometimes just have a cup of coffee for dessert. Or sometimes what I like to do is I'll just have a cherry flavored Greek non-fat yogurt. At least you have the sweet, and you can, have something with everybody. But if you're out at a restaurant, that might not be an option. So just get yourself a nice cup of coffee and just enjoy everybody's conversation. And, maybe still a bite or two of somebody's cheesecake. Shh, I'm just saying. Of course, another big thing is avoid all-you-can-eat buffets, because there's just way too much temptation. Now, when I was dieting a long time ago, when I was first on Lindora, there was a hometown buffet right there in town, and we would stop there. But at the same time, I don't know how I did it, but I was disciplined enough to stay away from all the fatty fried foods, and just get, like if they had hamburger patties with cheese, I would just get the patty, put a little fixings on them, and then just really try to fill up on like lettuce, veggies. Of course, they would have grilled chicken breasts sometimes, just things like that. But in the end, it's probably just the best to avoid the all-you-can-eat buffets. Excuse me, my phone keeps going off. Sorry about that. Turn off that. Okay, there we go. And I know this is something but always ask for a healthy swap. If you could get a salad instead of French fries, get the salad. Sprinkle a couple croutons on there to give you maybe that little bit of crunch or something that you need. But always ask for the healthy alternative. If you have to double up on veggies, double up on veggies. I know when I go to a restaurant, if I get like a steak dinner, I'll just get whatever they have for the veggies instead of the mashed potatoes. I would love to have the mashed potatoes, but not at this time. I kind of went on this too. Sausage. Blooper reel. Sausage. I said it again. Sauces and dressing should always be on the side. Just helps you not overindulge in all that stuff. So always get your sauces and everything. Here's a big one, and this one's hard. Let's say you are out at a restaurant like Red Lobster or something, Olive Garden even, and they give that complimentary bread basket. If you can't avoid it 100%, cut everything in half or down to a quarter, just to give your mind and your taste buds that little bit of flavor, and then just push it away. I know one thing that most of my carbs comes from wheat toast in the morning. So let's say if somebody has a really nice, good piece of garlic bread, I'll just ask them, hey, can you cut me just a little Little corner probably about that big, just to trick that mind, like I've mentioned. Sharing a good meal with somebody is the perfect way to save money and to cut down on the portion. I know things are expensive these days. I like tri-tip. A good tri-tip dinner costs you $25 easy. But if the portion is there, you share that with somebody, and now you've cut your bill in half and you've cut your portions in half. So sharing with somebody is always a good thing. And another good thing is, if you have young kids, they don't always want, well, I know my daughter, she doesn't always want chicken tenders or mac and cheese off the kids' meal. If she likes a good steak. So I know that's one thing I have no problems is sharing with my little one. Avoid sweetened drinks. Like I said, I drink my coffee with no cream, no sugar. I drink my iced tea unsweetened. And for the most part, I try to go for the no sugar diet sodas. I know the diet soda thing isn't still the best, healthiest choice. But in the end, I have always been a heavy soda drinker, and it's just hard to kick soda 100%. So just really try to stay away from everything that's really high in sugar. Once in a while, I do like a good iced coffee from one of the local coffee shops, but even they have some good sugar-free ideas. I know one favorite drink I like to get, I think they make it with almond milk or something like that to avoid, to make it sugar-free. So it's still really good. So when it comes to drinking, everybody likes to have that drink with dinner. If you like margaritas, beer, just whatever, just try to stay away from the high sweetened drinks, or maybe try to Google on your phone real quick what's the best drink you could have with the lower amount of sugar and calories. Maybe have a light beer, or if you just want your everyday beer, just ask for a smaller glass. It's all about proportion and the mindset. So another thing that you could do, we don't eat much pasta anyways, but if you go to like an old spaghetti factory or something, just look for something that has more tomato-based sauces other than the creamy ones, because the creamy ones are going to be high in whipping cream. They're just going to have a ton of stuff packed in there. I know my wife has made a very good keto cream sauce, which, is just very high in protein. So there are ways around it, but this is for eating out, and not everybody's going to customize everything that you want. Another big thing is watch out for healthy claims. Dietary labels can find their way onto restaurant menus. You might see highlighted as paleo, gluten-free, or sugar-free. These labels don't necessarily mean a choice is healthy. Added sugars can be hidden in these foods, so just make sure you know what you're ordering. Don't fall for the, it's gluten-free, this is keto, blah, blah, blah. You know what you need to put into your body. And in the end, think about your whole diet and what you're trying to accomplish. If you really want to lose the pounds, you'll keep a strong mindset and you won't go overboard when trying to eat out. Just know you, know yourself, know your limitations, and just think of ways to eat and meals that fit your diet overall. Like a big thing, when we were out car shopping, we went to a little local restaurant, and I was like, I want a good steak today. And, of course, steak comes with garlic bread, mashed potatoes. I mean, I could have easily just told them, give it to me how it comes. Sorry about that, everybody. My camera died. I should have just had it plugged in the whole time. But anyways, those are just some little tidbits in pretty much how everything I do in my personal life on how to really stay on my diet. So once again, stay strong, stay positive, know what you're doing is for the better you, and until next time, peace. Oh, I forgot. Outro. This is At This Moment. Be waiting for that big giveaway. I'm super excited to help out my viewers and subscribers as much as you all help me. Stay tuned for the next video. Alright, y'all. Peace.